because it is me, Bloodstone. It is me, it is the Datsun, it is my dog. It is the dog from the emote. Alright, let's start this. No more music. Time to start! Yo, welcome back. So yeah, Bloodstone, the animation, that banner over here, it's me, it's my dog, it's the Datsun, the one we're working on, the one that's gonna be epic one day. So let's start. You said we are not talking, we are working today. Well, let's do that, right? So what is the plan for this afternoon? We're gonna start working on the wire setup inside. That's gonna be hard. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a big freaking job, and I don't think it's gonna be crazy, honestly. Like, I feel like we're gonna be able to make something good. However, it's gonna take quite a bit of time, so I think today, this afternoon and tomorrow we're gonna be working on that. And yeah, so first thing first, I think we're gonna be removing the dashboard so we get access to everything behind there, and we're gonna try to put everything back in place like it was, because basically there's kind of three wiring loom getting all together, merging together with the fuse box, which basically comes back to say that there is the fuse box, so that's one. The wiring loom for the back, that's two, and in fact it's three, because there is also one for the wiring loom we just did inside the engine bay, and then there's the one for all the accessories like the heater and stuff like that on the inner side of the car, which means it's kind of a fourth thing getting all messed up all together. So that's gonna be quite a huge job. However, it needs to be done, so we're better to tackle that down right now before adding even more wires in there. Reason for that, why I'm saying this, is that we have cleaned that bucket of stuff from the car, but at some point when we're gonna put the new engine in place, we're gonna have sensors, we're gonna have new gauges, we're gonna have quite a lot of things we're adding inside there, which will require quite a lot of wires to go through the car again. The new ECU is gonna be a big one, but at least they already have all their wiring loom done, so we're gonna have a standalone wire harness especially for the engine, which is going to be easier to manage in there. So yeah, but first of all, we need to figure that out. And also second thing is with the new power steering unit, the electronic power steering, there's a bit of wires in the way, and also there's even part of the wiring loom who needs to go like exactly where the new unit for the power steering is, which means we're gonna have to take a look at this. So let's do this right freaking now. Dual side. Boom. So this is the crazy thing we're gonna try to fix today, like the little wire monster, like I called it in the title. But like I said, first of all, we're gonna try to basically remove the dashboard. Not try, we will remove it. It's no big deal, it's not even screwed in place, so I'm just going to open that up. I'm also going to do that, and we're just going to remove the dashboard, just because that's gonna be in a second step where we're gonna have to make sure everything is in place, but we're gonna try to put all the wiring loom back to its place, because right now it's way too much at the front here and it doesn't make sense. So we're gonna remove those connectors that are from the set dashboard, just like that, and we're gonna remove all of this. Then we're gonna go ahead with the heater core and everything, put that back together in there. just so after that we're gonna be able to take a look and see what's missing in there and where everything is going. I still haven't found the bulkhead fitting that we are supposed to have somewhere, so I'm gonna have to take a look at this, because yeah, we're supposed to have some bulkhead fitting ready to go straight into the car and be drilled through the firewall. I know I received them, I know they are somewhere, I just don't remember where. So that's gonna be something for later on, I guess. But yeah, I know they are somewhere around here. So here, normally I haven't put any screw on that. It's holding yet on the new power steering unit. That's gonna be, like always, quite a tough one to remove. It's just super heavy. It's just not fun to work with. The door won't stay open on this side. Screw you, little door. But yeah, so basically we just have to do that and that. Oh, it's so heavy. This one here, I forgot one plug. There we go. So we're gonna be removing two plugs. I forgot two plugs. There we go. So with that out of the way, we're gonna be able to start placing everything back. That's a tough one to carry, because I need to stick my leg outside while holding that. Oh, I'm not 20 years old anymore. There we go. All right, dashboard is out of the way. Gosh, this is massive. That's what she said. There, boom. So, almost threw a lot of things on the ground. That can be taken out. That here, that there. We can remove that. Gonna have a bunch of things in here. Let me try not to break the wires in here. So from here, whew, there's a lot of things going on in here. I don't know on what side I want to start. I think part of me will love to start on this side. Yeah, I think we're gonna start on the driver's side. So let me move the cam on the other side. Front cam. There you go. Because basically I feel like starting from further away and moving back to where we need everything to be, and everything's gonna merge together, is gonna be easier, first of all. And second of all, well, on this side there's quite a lot of things happening, so we're gonna take a look at this and try to put everything in a good position, in a good shape. So let's do that. Dual side. There we go. I'm gonna bring the box closer to me. And there we go. Whoa. Boom, boom, boom. Here. So this is the new power steering unit. We're gonna be working with that for sure, but for now I think I'm gonna remove it. The reason for that is pretty simple. I'm pretty sure that we have enough stuff to connect in here that we're gonna be focusing on that, making sure we know exactly where everything is going. And once we're gonna be done with that, we will see how good it fits or not in there. So that's gonna be kind of easier to make it work this way. So 13 mil, too big. We're gonna take the 12 mil, but we don't have it in here. So we're gonna have to grab it somewhere. So I'm gonna go grab, and I just did what I was hoping not to do, throwing the screws on the ground. There you go. At least the full package didn't empty itself. Oh, I'm so old. Huck will have been right on that one. How many times I'm gonna throw the screws on the ground? At least once. That. Yeah, I'm a bit pissed of not finding the bulkhead fitting the terminal one for the battery, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna get in a place this afternoon where it would have been the perfect timing to throw that in there through the firewall. But hey, part of the game. Gonna find that later on, I guess. So I'm gonna be moving up here. Gonna throw that a bit further away there. So we still need to create a new bracket for our power steering, but so far we are able to just put it in place temporarily with the original bracket from it, because it's lining up with Datsun stuff, which is insane. Honestly, you never see that usually. So yeah, we're really happy about that. And then we're just gonna have a little bracket, I mean, it's gonna be a bit of a job, but we're gonna have a bracket to do with it, with finding an appropriate bolt to go straight in there, but we should be able to do something with that. Also, I have one bracket to modify a little bit more. I have to cut it in one specific spot, so we're gonna be able to put that in place. Because yeah, Bloodstone, did you know, were you there when I explained what we're going to do with the power steering things? I think I explained it so many times now that you were probably there one time where I did say with that, but I'm just so happy with it that I love talking about it, because it's never something I thought I will be able to do. All right, that's quite heavy, right? Can you please finish unscrewing yourself? Thank you. So the bolts I was using was the one for the pedal box, so we're gonna put that in place. Oh, also, since we have the power steering in our hand, I'm gonna take a look at one thing. I ordered an alternator bracket for small block Chevy. That should be the good thing for holding the weight of it in place in the car and being able to adjust a little bit the angle. So that's something I want to take a look, because I don't know if the size is gonna be the good one. So let me show that to you. So basically here we have the rear mount, the rear mounting point right there, and we're gonna try to see if the thing I bought for it will work in there, and if it does, well, we're gonna be gravy on that. So here, this is where we need to mount something, and the thing I'm hoping to mount there I just received it at the end of last week, and it should be pretty good. I'm just, like I said, I'm not sure about the size of it, so let me take a look. I think it's gonna be small. Maybe not too bad. All right, so basically this is what we're going to use for mounting that. And how does that work? Well, basically you are putting that in there, and you can unscrew that to make it tight. And well, it's pretty much that. The hole is maybe a touch smaller, but yeah, so basically we're gonna use that as a mounting bracket in here. So this way we're gonna be able to hold it, make a bracket probably just up here, like against that on this side. So we're gonna be able to have a mounting bracket right here holding the weight of the power steering. So yeah, that should be good. Let's go, I love that. Well, I'm gonna put that back in its bag because I don't want it to get dirty for some reason. But yeah, we should be good with that. I'm also going to make sure that we are not mixing the power steering wiring loom with anything else, because I don't want it to be like stuck in there. That's a unit we might have to replace at some point, so because it gets worn out. We're just going to remove it for now. I'm gonna put it in the trunk. I don't want to throw it too far because we're gonna need that eventually in a really close future. All right, now we have space to work in here. Do I have a little elastic just to hold the door in place? Right now it seems okay. Just so I can get in and out. And is it going to hit? All right, yeah, I'm gonna try to find just something to... Almost killed you, chat. Almost killed you. So just wait for me. I'm gonna grab something to hold the door in place, just to make it easier for me to work with it. Is that something I could use? Don't think so. I'm supposed to have some strap and stuff, but I don't know if I have exactly what I have in mind. No, I don't think I do. Just going to grab a piece of wire and use that, honestly. At this point, I don't care. There you go. With that, I should be able to do something to hold the door right there. There you go. Nothing crazy, just preventing it from closing by itself. There you go. And now I cannot go through here, right? Oh yeah, I can. Easy. Bam. Well, easy. I wouldn't say easy, but it's doing the job. All right. So from now on, what do we need to connect in here? So, like I said, the idea right here is gonna be to reconnect absolutely everything all together, just so we are sure that we have everything we need in here. And it seems like I might have screwed up on something, not sure. That is going with that one. so that we have the warning signal. And here we have that one. I don't know where that was going. Gonna have to find it out. Figure everything again. That here, that will be able to go with something in here. That's no big deal. It can be moved quite easily all around here. That two wires in here. I think I've seen those not so long ago. Oh man, that's gonna be a clusterfuck to sort everything out at first. That is clearly going right there and there, so that's the brake switch turning on and off the brake light. And fun fact, the new master cylinder with the proportion valve we put in there, we can use that as a brake switch too, which means we might be able to use it for telling the computer when the new ECU for the engine when we are on the brake pedal. And if we're using that as a signal, we might be able to have a launch control with the car, and that sounds pretty awesome. All right, here I'm wondering if I haven't messed that up a little bit, and if this is not the one getting in here like this, and that I'm missing that singular wire, the little single wire getting in here and being something like this. I saw that here. These two seems to be fitting together, but I'm not sure. Seems like it could be, but I'm really not sure about this one, because right now I don't have the wiper signal in here, so I need to find it back. Where is it? We have quite a bunch of wire getting in here, which is okay. Let's move around here and see what is left in here. Because yeah, that will make sense for that, since it's going right here. This is mostly lights though. This is the turns, this is the wiper thing getting in here. That thing I'm really not sure. We're gonna have to repair the ignition wire too. So that will be a thing. Sounds like I was pretty confident about those ones, which is okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the wiper switch right there. This is going to be one of the worst ones to put back in place, because basically we don't really have the place anymore for that one, due to the new power steering unit. So that's gonna be up here. We're gonna have quite a lot. All right, let me remove a bunch of things in here. I'm gonna remove those because these are pretty easy to know what they are doing and where they go. Here I have a bunch of wires with no connectors at all. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm not exactly sure what they are supposed to do. This is the cruise control, pretty sure. Oh no, this is the cruise control. What is this one then? Seems like a wiper signal, maybe the dimmer for the intermittent. Don't know, that's a pretty weird one. I'm gonna have to take a look. Wires is such a mess. What a crazy job to do. Gonna make sure we haven't trapped anything in here. No, we didn't. But yeah, these ones were getting in here like this, I'm pretty sure. And the one on top is probably the lonely wire in here, because it will make sense. Either that, oh no, that's not what it is. This one seems to go with that one. I think we're gonna have another test with the battery to do this afternoon, to see if we are blowing fuses with that, because we don't want to, but it feels like we are missing a few things. This one here, I'm pretty sure I remember that one, and that this green one was the one with the wiper switch. Like that. Okay, bye. Just like that. I'm pretty sure that is something going right there. This one is a 2-pin connector. That here, that there. Do we have another module that is missing something? I don't think so. Where is there a big square to mount something in here? I don't think so too. All right, that's it, that's why. This, we have it twice. This one was on the car, this other one was on the pedal brake assembly. So this is going right there, connected like this, and this is now in place. And this is where this was used, right? Yep. This and then this to hold that there, and that does make sense now. Like this and even like that. Boom. But this we will remove it probably, but now we are pretty good with that. Cool. This is good, this is good. This is connected to the other thing there. Now we're gonna have to move that up here, so it's gonna be hidden in place, right? Gonna have to modify that also, but at least we're gonna have the key barrel up here. We're probably going to mount something right there, like the dock for the light wire and the ignition wire. Something we talked about earlier, where basically, sorry for that, basically the idea right there is going to be about mounting something in here that is gonna be like a receiving port for the ignition 12 volt, and another wire going out of it coming to here, the barrel at the back of the key barrel. Well, the ignition wire to the back of the key barrel. And with that said, the reason for doing that is so when we're gonna have a lot of accessories, because aftermarket accessories, usually you're gonna need a 12 volt input from the ignition switch. Well, we're gonna have a place to plug everything in there instead of having to hack that wire many times. So I don't know if I'm clear about it, but basically when you receive, let's say, an electronic gauge with like I was to say light, but that's not a good example, but like with a function where let's say a screen. If you have a gauge with a screen on it, well, basically, how do you tell that screen when to turn on and off so it doesn't drain the battery? Well, you need a signal, and the easiest signal to get is at the key, because basically you have the off position, accessory, on, and start. So you don't want to put it on start, but the on position is the right place to put it. So when the car is running, are you switching it to on? Well, the gauge is gonna turn on too at the same time. So that's why this wire here was actually cut at first because it was merged with a bunch of other wires. But basically, since we're gonna have 3 gauges that gonna require one ignition signal each, we're gonna use like a receiving, like a terminal duct, so we can have the wire go right there and have all the other wires leaving that duct to somewhere else in the car, and that's gonna be good. Actually, I receive one kind of duct, but I feel like it's too big and not appropriate for the application, so we might be working without it, but yeah, we'll have to see for that. So, are we missing anything? Yeah, we have a few wires that are now lonely in here, and I don't know if they are still in use, and that feels a bit wrong. So these two seems to go together. In fact, it's mostly this one, I will say. We have also the clutch signal that is not used at all at the moment, so I don't know what that is supposed to do. And here we have 2 lonely wires also, and 2 other one in here. That one here, I will guess it's going to the clutch, to be fair. And since everything in here is all together, I will say those 2 are probably going to the clutch, which could make sense, except it's not the right terminal, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm super duper wrong. So these ones, I don't even know if we're gonna be using those or not. I think there was already a bunch of wires that were not used in here, but we're gonna have to prove that. I'm gonna try to make sure we are not having too much problem with like wires wrapping around other one, because here we're gonna need pretty much all the loose we can get. Right here I'm gonna unwrap the ignition one, because we're gonna need to get access to that. Right, the objective for this afternoon is probably going to be get this side done and then move to the other side tomorrow. That will be the greatest things, I guess. Yeah, see, we have one wire going through here that won't help us in the near future, so we better play that safe. Make sure that everything is well splitted in here. Like that. I think it's gonna be hard to get everything on top here. Let's do that just for trying things. Because we have a connection in there. I'm trying to see where everything's gonna end up in here. Like that, and then that will mean this could go on top there. If we wrap that quite tight, it could work, and now most of the wiring is on top there. Still have a bunch to guess, but yeah, that seems to be working. Clutch, I don't think we're gonna have anything for that. All right, let's start wrapping that, I guess. Or just make sure that we have enough wire for everything. It's gonna be a tough one, right? Like, honestly, that one's not going to be an easy one to get together. because right now, right here, if I'm putting the wiring loom right in there, I'm going right where the power steering should end up. So we're maybe going to try to make it more like this, but then we're gonna have to hold it somewhere. Like hold everything together in here at some point. That does make sense here up to that. All right, is there anything else I can unwrap from each other? Yeah, this can go like this. This one here can move up here. I feel like these ones are pretty sure to go together, because that one seems like a different one from the rest. It's not a ground. All right. I think it was wrapped together to prevent it from wearing off at first, but now with what we're doing, it's gonna be easier if we are unpinning everything and like making sure everything is not in the way of anything else. Like that, like so, right here. And now, boom, we have that problem now. Here we have the ignition going with that wire right here. So these ones must stay together no matter what. All right, time to bring some tape in here. Do I have the small tape closed? No, but I have the big one in here, so let's go. Do I have the knife closed? No, I think it's too far away from us, so we're gonna be doing that the improper way, like this, to at least get the stuff together in here. Just so we can hold them together a little bit more. So this is the key barrel in here. Up. So with that, we had the module in our hand. We might be unwrapping those. All right, so two wires are getting in here. Yeah, a bunch of them are communicating together. That's why it's getting messy in here. That one here, can we do something with that? Not really, right? All right, so that one right here, we're gonna be able to wrap everything in here up to there quite easily. Then that part here up to here quite easily too. And then it's gonna get a bit messy at the bottom here. I think we're gonna have to go back into the books to see like, oh yeah, that one is doing that thing and stuff like that. That these two are going together with that thing here. We're gonna try to wrap things up at the back here too at some point. What's going on in here? Why is there some electrical tape on everything? Oh, I think I know why. Oh man, that's bad. Well, it's not too bad, but it's not great. So yeah, these two, everything here. I think something was shortcutting in here, so that's why everything is plugged like this. Yeah, there you go. All right, that, then that. There you go. That one right here. I'm gonna wrap that together. So basically what I'm doing right now is working on the levers. Still have a few wires that I don't know where they are going, so we're gonna have to test them, making sure they have no power in them. And we might be wrapping that all together to make it clean, because we love when things are clean in here. Because yeah, I have a bunch of different length of wire. Past me wasn't that good with planning its wiring length, I guess. In fact, I'm gonna bring it. Like this, like that, and then like that. Alright, so this is getting better. There we go. This is better. We still have, like I said, a wire that's not in use right now, so we're gonna have to make sure it's not a problem. Let me just wrap it a little bit in here. Just one turn. Just making sure it's not going anywhere. Then we have this one here. That one, I do remember I have plenty of wire on it, so let's twist it. Let's get twisted. Bam, 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 bam. Muddy Car Mud reference, best reference ever. That one we're probably going to try and sleeve it too, like both of them we just did, just so we are safe with that. Let's go. So this is not bad. This one is going right there, right? Yep, it is. There we go. So this going up here, right on the steering column. So that should be moving up here pretty easily. So like that, like this. Boom. Can I go through that? No, I cannot. Shit. I would have put a tie wrap around it, Maybe I can just go there, just so I can hold it in place a little bit. Still have 2 wires, I don't know where they are going. That's gonna be a service manual thing. I think I have 2 tie wraps that merge together. They're gonna fit in here. I'm too lazy to move up for a bigger one, so let's just do that instead. Big brain. Just to hold it in place. There we go. Now we know where it should sit up, like not exactly, but like close enough. This thing here, we won't need it normally, but yeah, you know, we're gonna keep it for now. We might be able to test everything in here. Now we can move on with the key barrel. We're missing a screw in here. I don't know where it is. Oh, I think it's right there. Yep, seems like it. We're missing 3 screws, but like 2 for making that work at least. I think there was just 3 in there, and now we are down to 2. Nailed it. Right, same thing in here. We're gonna try to just hold it up in the air right there, so we're not going to have to think about that too much. Can I? That will be insane. Oh no, it's not fitting in there. Maybe just like that. This is working. I'm a freaking genius. But for that, I need to be able to put a tie wrap in place, I guess. Because otherwise, I don't look that much like a genius. Hey, just have enough things so I can put that in place right there. Boom. So we're gonna be able to test our stuff in here pretty well. Because yep, I'm pretty sure we're gonna try to test everything another time, just making sure everything is in place and everything is working well. I don't want to be doing all the wiring in here for absolutely nothing. Why do I have only 4 wires in there? That's interesting. Well, there you go. This is going like this, right? Cannot go that way, right? I cannot fit in there like this, so there you go. That, and that, and we're gonna be able to twist that together. So when it's gonna be time to test fit it, it should work. Well, to test the accessories and all the things in there. So there we go. There. Plug that again like this. That I don't know. We're just gonna make sure to be aware of all the wires we are not using, just so we can test them to see if there's some 12 volt in there, because we don't want 12 volt to be appearing, right? If like there's a 12 volt that is going nowhere, that could be dangerous. All right, I think it's time to throw a battery in that and just do another test with all like the electronics in there. like turning on lights and stuff like that, and making sure that no fuses are blowing. Oh my god, I'm saying that, but I don't have the dashboard in place. Well, I mean, I can still try just that, I guess. I'm not sure at which point like I need the dashboard to be in there. Is there anything I can plug in here that do not require the dashboard? I think you are something I can plug in here. No, you are something else. All right, well, let's see. We're gonna have to try it first, because I would love to test if the wipers are clicking. So yeah, let's try that. Dual front. All right, so, ouch, that was my head. I'm gonna move. And from here, I'm gonna grab the battery, put that in place, and see if we can turn on a few different accessories, like the headlights and stuff like that, because technically they should be working on their own without the dashboard in place. But we're gonna validate that at the same time. I'm gonna put that on the side, on the bench here. Grab that vice grip that we're gonna need. Where's the other one though? Is it? No, it's not in its place, of course. So yeah, we're gonna need the other vice grip for connecting the things in here. And then what else? Oh yeah, I want to remove everything because I'm gonna try the wipers, but if they do click and start, I don't want them to throw everything on the ground. So let's just do that for now. That. All right. And if I can find the last, but not least, the vice grip we're missing, then we're gonna be able to test the headlights and stuff, making sure we still have, oh, it's right there. Let's go, easy. Ouch. So, another shot for the battery. Ugh, that's so heavy. Right. Might seems a bit sketchy the way I test that, but honestly that's the best way to do it. It's like don't have any final connection. You're just using the ground and the positive terminal from here. And it's working quite well, honestly. Grab that. And test that in here. There you go. So that way, battery's holding, everything's connected together. I'm gonna grab the key and give it a try. So we are looking for, I'm gonna leave that point of view because basically we are looking for the headlights, the parking lights on the side, and the turn signal to work. Turn signal for some reason wasn't working last time. Maybe I was missing something in here. So we're gonna see. Well, we do have stuff happening. So this is working. One of them. Oh yeah, that other one I threw it on the ground, right? Might just be a... I don't know if, well, it is turning on. We kind of have wipers. Let me help it. There's one arm right here who's not happy. All right, it's on the top there. We're gonna make sure it's not stripped. Hey, but we are not blowing the fuse. Let's try if... I'm trying to take a look at it. That is working, and Terminal is working now. Let's go, we have wipers. That's a first. Honestly, that's really a first in 10 years in that car. And fuse hasn't blown. Well, let's go. For the flashers and the headlights. Well, parking light. All right, I can see that one. Yeah, we can see on the side they are working. Now with the flashers. I see the one at the back working. I see the one at the front. I don't see the one in the bumper. It's not happy, but it's working. It's clicking. The one in the, yeah, it's working. Like, not perfectly. Probably, oh, I know why. All right, everything's working. And do you know why the flasher are acting weird right now? They are flashing super fast. Because without the dashboard, it doesn't have the signal like, you know, how would I say that? Basically, right now, the globe, the relay activating it, doesn't have the signal from the dashboard. You know that light opening up and off, like doing on and off in your dashboard? This is linked to a circuit that is supposed to excite the system, I think it's called. Like, it's supposed to gather the energy, the current, and have like kind of a timer. Like turning it on, keeping it on, then releasing it to turn off. So, and right now this is not in there. So this is probably why it's acting weird and flashing fast. But so far, everything's working. So that's a win. And I don't know if we can test much more than that. But yeah, so far so good. Like I said, I think the headlights were pretty much working. That one's is not, but that one I think it's just because the bulb is done. I'm gonna take a look at it. I love that sound. That old retro sound is ASMR for me. Because yeah, we dropped that on the ground yesterday. Let me take a look at the back here. Pretty sure it's all messed up. The bulb seems all right. Do we have wires not in the right place? Maybe. Let's try to figure that out. So basically in here, if we're looking here, where is my brown going? So brown is on top, red on the right. However, no. Is it? Do we have two brown in here? Let me check. No, we don't have two browns. So I'm just going to make sure we have the same pattern on both sides. So brown on top, red with black on the left side. That's what we're all looking for. So we're gonna try to find the same exact thing on the other side, because the bulb seems in good shape. So yeah. There we go. So let's try that again. Well, we just make sure light blue on this side, this on that side. It unsealed itself a little bit, so let's do that. Let's do this. That. Oh no! We have a bad crimp in here. That's what is happening. All right, so let's do that all over again. So basically in here, this is not, I almost threw that in my coffee. That's not normal. We're supposed to have a pin in there. So because of that, we're gonna have to remove absolutely everything in here. So up, small plier there. There we go. Removing the safety lock. Then we're gonna grab the pick that's on the ground. I saw it this morning. So we're gonna unpin everything from here. And that's gonna be a pain in the ass to unpin the one that crimped properly. There we go, that one's out. So easy to unpin all of those. I really enjoy Dutch connector so far. I want to be using that forever and ever. There you go, and now can I unpin that one still? I probably can just doing that and throwing it out, pushing it out, or doing that. Maybe I can just bring it past. Let me try to do something. I'm gonna put that here. There we go. Almost out. There you go. Boom. So it seems like we messed that up on one yesterday. The two others seems pretty good. So we're gonna be doing that all over again here. All right, so that's a male terminal. That we are using with these pliers here. And then we are going to do that like this, part of the game, you know. What I don't like right now is the fact that it is not doing the right thing in here. There we go. That's gonna be better. Then I'm gonna try to open it up a little bit more. Just a touch. Then I'm gonna try to slide it on top, like we were doing. Man,
Come on. Just going to your place, bruh. There, that should be better. Yeah, boy. Yeah, now we're talking. Now I love what I see there. Now that should be working just fine. Let's do that. Let's crimp that. There we go. Yeah, that's super good now. There we go. We are professional. Well, not really, but we're trying to. Catching that right there is way better than what I normally was doing a few years ago. I was just like, yeah, that's gonna work. And most of the time, well, nope. Long nose. Did I drop the long nose? No, I didn't. Where are they? Oh, they are under here. There we go. Boom. Just like nothing happened. So now that means we can try that all over again. So that the bulb. So we can go ahead and see if now it is working or if there is something else. This is so sketchy, honestly, the way it's done right now. Hey, both lights. Boom! There we go. That's how we love it. Everything's working now. So we catch a little mistake right there, and now we can go ahead and wrap everything at the back there. So the job is far from being completed, but damn, that feels good to catch something before wrapping everything up together. Like, we know it's not the wiring inside. We just found the problem right away. I'm gonna have to put that battery on charge eventually because I'm always using it for testing stuff. Cool. So that's worth a bit of coffee, right? And then we're starting to wrap stuff inside that car. Oh yeah, baby. So. Let's see. So, what are we going to start with? Feel like this one here will be pretty safe to work on. Why is that? Okay, that's why. Yeah, that's the thing I put together just before. All right, so first of all, we're gonna see if we can bring, these should be two different kind of connectors, right? Yep. These two needs to stay together, but at the same time, they need to come in here. with that loom. There. So we're gonna start by working with these ones. We're gonna make a little sleeves for that one, and just going to make sure that everything's working great in here. So first of all, I'm gonna remove that. By the way, battery's out. You just saw me remove that, so it's safe to work on the cable and touch them like this, because otherwise that could be a 12 volt straight in my hands. So the idea right here is gonna be to leave enough place for it, but at the same time we're gonna make sure that we can wrap everything in here all together like this. So when we're going to, and just up to here, so that way, and in fact it's including those, that way when we're gonna be connecting the ignition one, it's gonna still be sticking out of here, and we're gonna be able to mount it somewhere around here where we thought to put it. So that should be pretty good. So I'm just going to try, I'm gonna remove that bad tape right here. I should have grabbed the knife, right? Knife would have been good. Let me see if I can reach it from here. Where is it? I'm gonna go grab it, because we're gonna need that to make some clean tape. It's over. There. Dual side. Dual side. There you go. I forgot for the cam. Sorry for that. I think it's like second or third time this afternoon. My mind is all over the place. So we're gonna be working right here. So I'm gonna try to twist them together. Just a little bit. Then grab the tape and tape them up here so that we don't have to fight with them. Then cutting that sharp like that. This, and then with that done, we're gonna be able to twist that and secure it at the bottom here. And we're gonna make sure, in fact, that we have what it takes to connect there. Yes, we should be all right. Basically, that is going to be the thing in here. There, like that. It's more that one I'm afraid of being short, so might as well connect that right there and that right there. So that one I can use it and wrap it, so I don't have as much wire as that. That's another technique to use. You can use a wire to wrap around your wiring loom, which means it's gonna hold it tight while still being able to transfer the power. However, you need to make sure you're not stressing it too much, because if you do, you might end up damaging it. There we go. There we go, and we're gonna have the ignition one there. So now the idea will be to unpin that one so that we can just basically put the the shrink tube and the wire sleeve on top of it, and then we're gonna be able to protect it properly. I can't wait for all that to be done, but that is looking still so good. All right, so let's bring everything in here. Again, out of the car. Help, send super help. There, gotta grab the shrink tube, gotta grab a bit of wire wire sleeve, I mean. That, we don't need anything in here. We're gonna need the heat gun. Let's bring that. Let's disconnect anything else from here. There we go. Like this, like that, then the shrink tube, and also the tools to unpin the terminals, the connectors. All right. We should be pretty good with that one. Until I need something else for the sleeves, but for now we should be good. Should be able to do a bunch of those. So here, let's go. So looking at the back of it, it's gonna be white on top, yellow on bottom, and black with red on middle. So we're gonna try to remember that. Oh my gosh. These ones are so terrible. I hate those. Not gonna lie, I really hate those. They are so impossible to do. I'm gonna try that other one at the bottom here. Went too much on the twist there. Oh, one done. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, that one we won't have to do it, so let me try that other one in here. There, that felt great. Yeah. Yeah. Now this one here, if I can get that one done. But of course it won't cooperate, right? What's your problem, sir? Why will you stick in there? Just let go. Hey, listen to me. Oh, I forgot the torch to burn the tip. I'm too old for those shit, because we need a naked flame for those. Oh my god, it's such a mess around the car. I have to go all around it to get in here, then move all the way to the other side again. But it's going pretty well, to be fair, now that we have tested everything. Man, I'm so pissed with that one. Let's make sure valve is not right. and we're not setting the car on fire. How about that? Catch me outside, how about that? That there. But first of all, I forgot to put a shrink tube. A little shrink tube. Prepare the second one. Let's do that again. I feel like someone was calling me. Maybe not, maybe yes. Who knows? Oh, I wonder if it's not in the music that there's... Yeah, I think it's in the music, because when I removed the headphones, like the earbuds, it was all good, but now I hear it again. Well, right, that, and then that. Let's try to move through that. There we go. That's a big ass wire over here. Push that up to the top. Man, I think I could have gone at least one size bigger on the shrink. We're gonna do that because we're never going to make it up there. So these one are going back here, and this big ass one are getting into action. Chat player entered the game. There you go. Now we're talking, and then we can go ahead with the sleeve. So there, I'm gonna twist that a little bit so you see a little bit better. There you go. So the idea is gonna be to cut it before reaching the top, because we want it to come around here. So yeah, so we're gonna have like quite a bit of travel to do once it's in there, so better be safe. Make sure we're not going too crazy on it. That's stick to the wire, right? Let's try to hide it there, like that, like so. That, I think I'm already good to cut it. I'm gonna leave a little bit more so I can burn it. There we go. Then let's go. Let's move that through here. So this way it should be good to go. Just have that black wire because there is naked wire on it. It's a bit of pain in the ass. Not too bad, let's go. Yep, we did a good job, because we are right there at the top, ready to put that inside the shrink tube. Just like that. So this way we should be good to do everything we need to do. Connect everything in place, and just to make sure we are right about that, we're gonna rip in the connector in here, if I can find it back. Tell me I haven't thrown it outside the car. Guys, where did I put the connector? Shit. I hate myself sometimes. Oh, right there under me. Hey, let's go. All right, so here we said when looking at the back, it was white at top, yellow at bottom, and it was looking at this like that, and that in the middle, that white and then yellow. Feel like I have a bit too much loose in here, so I'm gonna try to twist it around the yellow wire just so it feels a bit better. And I'm gonna tape it. And I've done a mistake. Can you guess the mistake, guys? Really stupid one. Forgot to put another shrink tube on top, which means we're gonna have to unpin it again. I'm hoping I'm gonna be able to unpin it just like that. And we might be putting a bit of protection on here, in fact, on that section there. So let's go again, unpin that little bitch. I don't have to do that one. Oh. That one's unpinned. Oh, I've done it once. It shouldn't be too bad, to be fair. Like that, almost cut myself because I'm too committed to the job. This one might still be bad. Just let go. There you go. So, I'm gonna put the shrink tube on there, like that. And then move on top here, so we're gonna be able to heat that in place. Just going to make sure we have enough reach for the key barrel for every wires, but it should be fine. I'm gonna do the same thing here, just shrinking it at the bottom of the sleeve, but not on top of the wires. So we're gonna get a little bit of play on the protection there if we have to move it back and forth for connecting stuff. Oh, we can also do the one on the top here right now. There we go. Protecting everything. And now if we are repeating that, oh, we said we're gonna make it just a little one in here. Just so we are keeping that all taped together nicely. All right, the only inconvenience of what I'm doing right now, to be fair, is that if someone one day wants to do something to the car, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to unwrap everything. Let's be fair with that. Like, just think about going to work because there's a problem in there. You have to go in through that. It's gonna be a pain in the ass for anyone. Let's be fair. So like we said, compromise. If you want something to look cool, well, sometimes you have to compromise on making it like a bit of pain in the ass to work on. Like, if I had to restart, I wouldn't use those things. I will just use the one I bought, the second one that's open on the side. But at the same time, I feel like these ones are looking a touch better once they are in place. And they're gonna do the job like perfectly. All right, let's cut it. Let's try not to burn the inside of the car, right? So let's bring that here, just like this. And another. There's a weird sound in that music. Sounded like an animal or something. There, let's put the connector back. So one more time, we said, looking at it from the back here, red in the middle, click, white right next to it, click, and the yellow at the bottom. That's gonna be like this. Common, click. And with that said, now we can go ahead and lock it in place. And I have a bit too much, I think, sleeves for what I need. Well, not too bad. There we go. Heat gun time. Oh, I can shrink that a little bit by just heating it. That's good to know. Boom. That's looking good. So with that said, that means I should be able to connect that like this and connect those right here. Everything should be working perfectly together. There we go. And then, like we said, we're gonna have the ignition one mounted to something else. So that way, once we're gonna be in place somewhere around here, we're gonna be able to push that wiring loom on top there. So that should be pretty easy to mount. So we have just one wire now. Cool. Well done. Easy. No big deal. So now let's move up to those ones. That one right here shouldn't be going through there. And also one good thing is we should be able to remove that entirely. So that and that, I think. Not that one. The one I'm wanting is that one. There. So we have this one here. I'm not exactly sure of what's going on there, so we're gonna take that. I mean, I know the switch is now working, which is great because at first I had to work a lot on it, like 8 years ago, something like that, because basically someone tried to repin everything because the lever in here is one from 83 and basically like 81 to 83, and it's not using the same connectors and everything as the 79, which is the year of the car. So therefore there was quite a bit of a problem in here, and it was a bit of pain in the ass to put together. So yeah, so we had to work everything out in here. That's why there's so many tape and everything is in there. So right now we're gonna remove the tapes because we haven't had to touch that. Everything is working. I know I did a proper job like 8 years ago working on that. And yeah, so we can remove all the tags, all the labels for that. We have the book if anything happens, so I'm confident. And here, one thing I don't like is the fact I sold everything in there. Like everything is solded together. However, at least it's there's shrink tube on top of it. Everything seems to be quite strong, and I kept quite a lot of wire in here for the color code, which is awesome because if anything happens, I'm gonna be able to use that and just crimp that with some new wires. So I'm okay with it for now. Not the best things. That's a little me 8 years ago who did that. So I was in my early 20s and I didn't know what I was doing. So now the question is, are we unpinning that and trying to protect the entire thing in here, or oh yeah, that's true, I wanted to test if there was some 12 volt in there. Well, I guess we won't know. Am I doing that, or am I using the other sleeves over there? But I think I'm gonna need quite a lot for the entire thing in here, so because that will be a good candidate for that. Yeah, maybe we're gonna go the simple way and I'm just gonna buy more sleeves if needed. But that will mean we won't finish the wiring loom this week, and I'm not pretty happy with that, but yeah. Let me check. Or otherwise we could just use that. That will work. Nah, that's just too perfect to not use it, right? Front cam. So I'm just wondering which one I'm using for that. I'm thinking that the one that is way too big for it could do the job, because basically we won't be using a lot of that, so we might want to use it now. But the other one that's open on the side, I know we're gonna be using a lot of it, but at the same time, it's just, the other one is just perfect for that thing here. So I'm kind of not sure what I want to do with that. The torch is on the other side. Because see, that one will be way too big around that, where that one will be just perfect. Yeah, I think it's just logic to go with that one, right? Feels so overkill for the kind of wires it is. It seems so overkill. That one here, if I'm just slipping that on top there, can I twist it enough that it doesn't feel weird? Well, I mean, hey, that one's not too bad. If we stretch it, yeah, I think we're going with that one. I don't want to be using that overkill stuff there. We're gonna keep it for the bigger wiring loom. Even if I think we're not gonna have enough and I'm gonna have to order some more, we're gonna have enough for what's behind the dashboard, I'm pretty sure. Let's just burn the tip there. You know why we are doing that, right? It's just to prevent it from unwrapping itself even more. It's melting the fiber together, and therefore it shouldn't like expand more than that. The more you know. And with that done, I'm gonna already cut it in place right here. And I don't have the knife with me, of course. I have another one in here. Let me grab it. But I think the blade is not happy on that one. I lost the measurement. I'm gonna grab a better blade. Time for a new blade on that knife. What do you think? Good idea, right? Let's grab new blades. I reckon that a lot of project car out there are not spending so much time on the wires. People wants to get their shit done, and they are probably going a bit YOLO on that kind of things. And so yeah, I'm pretty sure about what I'm saying there, because I feel like it's taking forever, and people don't like when it's taking forever to do something. So pretty sure it's one of the places where people are going to don't give as much time as I'm doing, and I'm happy about it, because that's one of the reasons why the project's gonna look so good. And hopefully it's gonna be reliable too. There. That was dangerous. There we go. There we go. And so we're gonna burn the other end here, and then we're gonna wrap that around that. Trying to avoid my hand. That's a good idea, I think. Let's go. We're gonna start by the other end for the time that this other side cool down a little bit. There we go. So we're just gonna wrap that with electrical tape on both ends while expanding it a little bit, like just stretching it a little bit, so that's gonna help make it slim, looking better. Now I'm thinking about it. Do I need more? Wait a sec. Might need that to be expanding, like being able to go further from one to the other a little bit more, because they are not plugging at the same place, right? On the lever thing. So I'm just gonna do that. Like this. There we go. And then on the other end, this is all going into one place, so we're just going to wrap it like that. So yep, it's fat now, but it's gonna work to protect it, so that's the idea, so I'm okay with that. We can maybe try to twist it a little bit around. Nah, it's not looking good. Just gonna do that at the top. We're gonna grab that and we're gonna sand it. There we go. There we go. Boom. We're gonna put that back inside the car after some coffee. There we go. Dual side. Hey, first shot. All right. Now we're just gonna make sure that this is going right at its place at the back here. For that, we're gonna remove that top one because we don't need that for now. So this one's going right there. Click, 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 boom. That bigger one's going right there, I think. Yep. That smallest one's going right there, there. That's the one I just removed, right? Oh, tell me it's not the one going on top there. No, that's the one I just removed. Hey, there we go. Click. We are good. Everything's working great. And now with that one, that will be right there, right? Yep. So now we're gonna grab that one and wrap it too. So we have another one that's alone. So we're gonna wrap it too into some sleeves. That one, I know the answer. It will be to remove it. I kind of don't want to, but I think that's gonna be the easiest way to do that, so. All right, front cam. Front cam. There you go. Gonna grab that. Gonna bring that. And we're gonna make sure everything is fine out there. I'm gonna bring everything in front, and I'm gonna grab a picture of the connection because this one has 3 blue wires and 3 black wires. They have small differences, but it's gonna be quite hard to know which one's going where once we're done. So my bench is getting a bit busy, right? Let's remove that. I can throw that at the back of the car because we're gonna need that soon. I bring that. I think I forgot the tool to, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna have the pick right here. That's gonna work. Because these ones basically in here, they are, is that there or there? Oh yeah, these ones are different. Yeah, I'm gonna need the tool set for removing those. I think I'm gonna do the one I hate the most. Oh yeah, because there's a bit more difference. All right, so that's the good example. You see the white wire at the middle, how it is an extension I've done 8 years ago. Basically, the reason for that is that if you look at the color code in here, if I can make the cam focus on it. Focus. All right, it doesn't want, but you can see there's a lot of blue and green in there. And on the other end, it's mostly blue and black. So the reason for that is that that connector here is from a 79 and that one is from 81 to 83, which mean not the same thing, the same number of pins with, so therefore you can have they were having the same signal, just not in the same location. So that's the main reason why I had to hack it up this way, and also because it was not plugging at the same place inside the car, which means, well, behind the levers, which mean there was missing a bit of wire in there. So this is something I've done, like I said, 8 years ago. It's not the greatest things, but it is working. So yeah, part of the game. I'm gonna take a look which one seems the easiest to unpin. I think it's gonna be the one, yeah, these one that I don't love, but I feel like they're gonna be the easiest one to unpin. Let me grab the cell phone. All right, so I'm gonna grab a picture here, trying to make sure we see absolutely everything. As far as color code is concerned. There's just 2 green, so we're gonna be good with that. Hey, I'm able to see everything in here. There you go. Now I can unpin it and it's gonna be easy to find where everything was going. So, except if the cell phone is breaking and then we don't have any more proof of what we were doing. So basically, these ones we just need to go like that, and like that. I heard a little click. Not enough, it seems like. Come on. There we go. One. These ones are easier because you can see on top of them what you are doing. So basically, if you wanna see, you see the pick, I'm just pushing right in the middle there, and it's pressing a little metal tab we can see, and then I'm just pulling at the back, and if it's not like pressed properly, I can just remove the tool and go again on a different angle, slightly different angle, and it should work like this. But the middle one, well, the other row, they are on the same orientation as those, so we cannot see what we are doing. So we are just guessing each time, and that sucks. That really sucks. That's why I don't like these. Okay. Do I have a thicker one? Yes, I do, I think. Wait, where is it? Is that you? It is not, is it? I'm looking at the different tools I have in here, because they're two of the same kind. Right, I think it's that one. So I'm just trying to make sure. Okay. Wow, can you just please release yourself? There you go, boom. Sheesh, I love those. Oh yeah, I'm having so much fun doing these things. Wow, 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 incredible. Three more to go, yay, I love that. My God. Please, just release yourself. I'm hoping I won't break one of the wires there. Just realized that could be a thing. All right, I'm gonna try the other one. Maybe there could be something even better than that. These stuffs. That's not working. That's not working. That might work. Alright, I'm gonna try that one instead. Maybe that one's gonna work even better. Nope, not at all. They are really a pain in the ass. I'm telling you. If you wanna hate your life, unpin those connectors. It's incredibly painful. But we're gonna get them, and then we're just going to put them back. There you go, one. All right, seems like going left to right is helping a lot. So, hey, when you're doing something many times, you're finding some tricks, right? Nope. There, boom. All right, easy. Easy. All right, let's go. That. Putting that in place. First, shrink tube, then wire sleeves, then, I don't know, another shrink tube, then everything back together and heating the shrink tube. Easy, right? Tell me this shrink tube is big enough for that. Oh yeah, probably. It's just that right now it's all the connectors in there that are being a bit of a pain in the ass. There you go. There and there. Boom, let's move that at the bottom here. So we're gonna push that on the other side of it there. Just like this. And then the sleeves. So we're gonna burn the tip of it, just like we are doing. There you go. Just melting it a little bit. And we're gonna expand it and go through that. There. Gonna push one pin at a time in there. Just making sure we're not getting anything in the way. There. And one more to do. Let's see there. All right, so if you haven't seen how we're doing that, okay, bye. So far, basically, you're pushing that to expand it, and then you're pushing at the end of it, and it's going over the wires. So you're trying to create kind of a bubble if you want, and then push that on top of the wires. So it's working pretty well to wrap that around your connectors, except if you're doing what I'm doing, which is backing up, which means it gets in the way of some stuff in there. There you go. So we're gonna wrap the entire thing. And we're gonna bring that up there, but we're gonna leave a bit of a loose just so we can, as usual, bring that here right behind. So just like that, and we're gonna cut it right away. Then use the torch, and most of it's gonna be protected. There we go. So see, I left at the end here something unwrapped for now, because I'm gonna have to push those wires, those connectors through it, and I'm gonna bring all the the excessive amount over here, which means, look at this, it's gonna wrap. So I'm gonna put the shrink tube on top there, and as always, I'm gonna leave the color code visible at the end here so we can see something's happening in there. Whoops. And then we're gonna wrap that and repin it before shrinking those shrink tubes. There. I don't think we're gonna be done. What time is it? I don't think we're gonna be done with driver's side tonight. Well, we don't have a lot left to do, so maybe, and if we're not, it's gonna be probably mostly the main loom to wrap together. I still need to look at the AccuSump too. That's something I need to do really soon, because we might order with a friend 2 AccuSump setup for the LS engine. So that will be a good thing too. All right, just wrap in there. Just go inside, please, sure. I can't wait to be done with those wires. Honestly, it's gonna be cool. There we go. If I'm pulling back part of that, part of this, there's gonna be a bit of a loose on both sides. Like that. There we go, so that's the idea right here. I'm gonna try to bring a bit of the loose at the top there. There we go. Just like that. Easy. Looking sick. So from that to that, that's awesome. Now we need to repin that, and I almost killed myself again. Cell phone gonna be useful, because that one I don't remember it by heart. So the picture we took is gonna be easy. So looking at it like this, it's gonna be going like this. So this one like this, black with blue strip, you're going first, click. Blue with black strip, I mean blue with white strip, second. Let's go, click. Then green with yellow strip, third. Boom, top row done. Now at the bottom, blue with red strip, first on the right, then black, and with that one little wire left, it should be pretty easy to guess. So black is going in here, and then that one. Boom, our connector is back together, which means we're gonna be able to push that up there. Boom. Now we can go back in the car, we can heat that, and then we're gonna be able to just finish that, well, just plug it back in the car. So, dual side. Bam! We are getting somewhere. By the way, hello people who just joined us. I see the viewer counter went up a little bit, so welcome by. There we go. There's so much loose in that one, it's crazy. That one is really good. It's really good looking. So that side is connecting to the car right there. That one's going at the back of this right here. So we're gonna be good doing that. Boom. So everything in here seems to be good. No loose, no nothing. Sick. I reassure you that is not the final setup. It's just to give us an idea where the wiring loom is gonna go. So yeah, don't worry guys, this is not the final setup. This one right here, there's no reason to have it laying down here. It can go up side right there, in fact. So that will be something we can do, wrap it up with that. Then it's this one that we still need to figure out where it was mounted. I think it might be mounted where I cut the bracket there. So if it is the case, we're just going to find another place for it. This one that's going on top here, because that's the warning lamp, which means it's already protected. We already did the other end of it, so we're not going to have anything to do with that so far. Just going to push it back there and wrapping it around here. So yeah, so basically last time the reason why we didn't have turn signal, I think, was because this module was not plugged in. So now it is. So this is pretty good. I don't think we're gonna be protecting that entirely. I don't think we need to. So yeah, I mean, at some point there is some stuff that we won't be able to do, right? Right here, do I have another? I have two wires that are going to the same kind of connector that are not in use right now. These ones, I cannot remember what they are doing. I don't think they were in use. So for now, I don't think we're gonna use it at all. And I have that small one, but that small one here, I'm pretty sure it's the light for the bottom panel, like the under panel here, closing everything so your feet cannot hit anything in there. There's a light in that. I'm pretty sure it is that one. And the two wires in here, these are, I'm pretty sure, well, that is a connector in here. So these ones here, I have no clues what they are doing. We will need to take a look at this color code at the back there. So that's a good question. I think I'm gonna leave it connected there, because if I don't, I'm not going to remember where it was going. However, I might need at some point to remove it entirely. That's it. That might be the easiest guess we have for this one. I just don't remember on what orientation it was going. There. Boom. So I'm gonna leave it there. I still have a bit of wire at the top there, so I might be able to find a diagram showing me what it is used for. And this one, I'm pretty sure, was a 4-pin for the cruise control, which we're gonna be able to remove entirely. So we might be just cutting it at this point, because this one, we really don't need it at all. So that should be fine. That should be super fine. But for now, no reason to rush that, so we're okay with that. The green wire that is lonely in here seems okay at its place, because basically the wipers were working, so we're gonna be good with that. And then there's gonna be a few tubes in here to put back to their place, because basically we need to reconnect part of that to make sure we are okay with how everything's gonna be mounted, including the power steering unit that's gonna be at the back there. So that's one thing we need to keep in mind. So yeah, so basically right now we're gonna start probably wrapping the entire wiring loom at the top here all together, so that we can just go ahead and close that part of the wiring loom. What do we have here? Oh yeah, that's exactly what I just put in there. Duh. So I'm gonna start by wrapping that up, because we want to make sure we have plenty of space to work. Then we're gonna grab our badass little thing. So there we go. That and that. Then we're gonna wrap everything in here all together. So there, that is all together, and we might be able to put the biggest sleeve on part of that. Nah, yes, maybe no, not sure. Yeah, just part of it there. Might be able to wrap that together. All right, let's remove a few connections for now, just to give us a bit of space to see where everything is going. That can be alone, that can be left alone. Gonna untie that from there. Here. Yeah, we won't have a choice to leave a bit of wire exposed, which is okay. I mean, at some point, cannot do only miracle, right? There. Poop, 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 poop. There, everything together in here. And then everything moving up in here. That is left alone. That is something that we're gonna have to see where we are mounting this for good, because we have like a squarish shape in here that should be able to mount somewhere, but we have no clues where. So yep. Oh, I think I know. Yep, got it. It's right on the, yeah, let's go. It's mounting right there next to the foot, the brake pedal. However, it might be in the way of the power steering, which means we might have to remove it, but for now, let's put it back to its place. Yep, everything's making sense now. So that, hey, we are getting some space now. That is going on top here, which is perfect. So yep, let's bring the big, good, oh, we have it there, hey, hey. Let's get that thing here. We're gonna start wrapping that up to the other side. Try to close it once and for all, until we have to go back because we fucked that up, but let's not think that way, yeah? But I'm just going to push it through there, and through here, and up to wherever the loom is pleating up. In fact, I can even move it a bit further down. And that one, if we don't have space to put tapes, we can also use a tie wrap to close it. So that's awesome. Because who doesn't like tie wraps? pretty hard to see for you, but basically I'm just in the corner with maybe 10 to 15 wires, trying to put everything together in here. And we're gonna have to, oh man, I'm gonna have to remove it and go on the other side, in fact. Because it is splitting in a Y shape, so if I want to be able to do something with that, I don't have the choice to do that. Have the exit over here. All right, it's hard to work in a corner, just know that. Honestly, it feels like I'm putting a sleeping bag on top of my wires. The material is so thick, it's crazy. Which is good, I mean, it's gonna give a lot of protection for that loom there. I think I catch all the wires in here, which is good, which means I should be able to move that on top there, but also on top there. Should be able to put a tie wrap soon. Right. I should also be able to push it around there. Yeah, boy. So that seems pretty good. Tie wrap, time to lock it. In some of the places over here, and if we're lucky, let me try to show it a bit better, and if we're lucky, we're gonna be able to pull that out to the other end here. I'm gonna put the camera a little bit higher right after, so you're gonna have a better point of view. There you go. That's the first tie wrap. There. So yeah, there we go. So basically that's where we are working right now. So we're trying to push all the wires inside here. And I think we might be able to go all the way through in one go, because this wrapping material allows you to do some junction in that, which is pretty awesome. Now, if I put that on top here, there we go. That's looking awesome, guys. I'm telling you. Like, maybe it feels like a trust me bro, because I don't know how good or bad you can see the action happening in here, but trust me bro, it's looking good. Locking it with a tie wrap so it's not unwrapping itself, and then we're gonna keep going. Yeah, honestly, I think we're going to for the glory and we're trying to push that to the other side. Let me grab a small cutter. I think it's gonna be useful, or maybe just that. Maybe I can do it with just that. Let's not cut towards ourselves. Always telling that to the girlfriends. I won't do it myself, because otherwise she's gonna tell me. So the idea right here will be to just go ahead and do something like this. So this way we are wrapping the junction a little bit. We're gonna be able to lock it in there too. That one we might even be able to use some electrical tape, but so far that's pretty good. Not gonna lie, it's crazy how good that looks once you're not seeing 1,000 wires in there, right? It's kind of insane. Like at first you're looking at all this and you're like, ooh, that's disgusting. And then you're looking at it with like nothing like that you can see anymore, and you're like, well, look at this little beauty. I love how I'm using the transmission tunnel, well, the shifter hole to basically as a trash can. All right, and we are getting to the end right there. So I'm gonna make sure up to where we need that to go. Then we're gonna make sure we have plenty of everything in there. That's good, that's good. And that was going right at the back, right? Yep, it was. So basically I'm moving to the other side right here. Boop. And yes, I'm using my hand to know if I'm centered or well aligned with the camera. All right, let's move in here a little bit. Because now, ow, I have screws in my ass. That's gonna be a bit painful in here. All right, we have one that just pinned perfectly in place, like one part of the wrap bag in place there. Hey, what's up, chef? Yeah, this part is fun because after seeing all the spaghetti monster in here, now it's looking neat. We are doing that since yesterday, but we did all the engine bay first because it's easier. And now we're doing the crazy part because it's harder. But it should look really good once done. right now I'm just making sure I can put that back to its original place. I just hear a good click, so I love that. Gonna try to pull that up a little bit. And this is where I'm gonna need to cut it. So I'm gonna leave it a bit loose, a bit of loose. How you doing today, chef? There you go. Click, click, boom. Well, that's one good part of the spaghetti put together. Now we're gonna have a bunch of things to do in here, but so far so good. Oh, that was not going with, wait, what? How did I, okay, never mind. Don't mind me, guys. Can I have a bit of light, please? All right. Now, if I'm looking at it, where am I going to push? Right there, right? Yep. And I have to look if those bulkhead fitting are going to fit in there. Should maybe I will just open up a hole at the back here. That will be the easiest way to do that, I guess. Okay, these two are going in here. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, plenty of stuff there. So, all right, so right now the idea, I think, will be to wrap everything up in here. But before that, we should mount the main connector in here. So let me, wait a sec. Front cam. All right, I'm just going to move quite a lot that webcam there, so I better switch so you're not getting sick. Dual side. There you go. So basically in here, I hope you can see a little, not too bad. Like it's not too bad to see in there. That's what I meant. We're gonna have quite a lot of things to remove. So first of all, we're gonna see if we can move everything back. Oh, hey, that should have been something I've done for a long time ago. Now that we're getting at the end, I'm finding what I can do in here, and that's not good. Should have noticed that before. All right, so right there. So this one here, we have a few connectors. In here, we have the main loom going in the front there. And we're gonna bring a little bit back like this. So basically right here we have the main loom that is going inside the engine bay. So this one on the other side is all wrapped. So we're gonna do the same thing in here. So let me just grab a little bit of the loose wires in here, just making sure we are all good. I'm gonna tape that on both ends, and we're gonna wrap that with the same material we just used, because there's no point in trying to unpin everything to put the other wrap on top of that. Also, the one we're using right now is thicker, which means more protection. And since it's a place where the passenger foot or feet, I should say, will go, well, we want to make sure it's not a risk to damage anything. So yeah, let's do that. Someone asked me once if I was discouraged about how many wires was in there, and I was like, yeah, a little bit. Right now, not anymore, because we're seeing the end of that. The end is really near us for the wiring. At least that one. All right, and now this is going in two different connectors there, so we're gonna try to mount that back in place before doing anything. So we're gonna use that. We're gonna use that. We're gonna use the 10 mil that we don't have here. So this is going right in there. Right in there. All right, let me grab the 10 mil because we're gonna need it ASAP, and then we're gonna keep going. Huh. Where did I put that? We had the 12 mil. I think with the small ratchet in here. Is that a thing? Yep, right there. And I'm gonna grab back the 10 mil with it, so that should work perfectly. 12 and the 10 is not back in place because I'm a dumbass who didn't put it back in place. Of course I didn't. That would have been way too easy. I'm gonna grab the small 10 mil. Oh, the long 10 mil is right there. Oh yeah, you're seeing pretty well. All right. From the distance, it doesn't seem like it was that clear. Spaghetti monster is almost gone. Well, almost. Gotta say that fast, but almost gone. All right. Alright, so everything in here is back in place, which is awesome. So therefore, we're gonna be able to reconnect a bunch of stuff in here, which is awesome. So is everything here connected properly? I think it's a yes. Yeah, it's a solid yes. So we're gonna be able to work that out in here. Let me grab the end of what we just used. If I can find it. Hey, there we go. And so we're gonna use again that same thing here, which is pretty awesome. And we're just gonna go ahead and stick that through there. So on the opposite end, we're gonna start to hide some wires, which means it's gonna look prettier. Because what makes it ugly right now? It's just the fact that we see them. The wires are not beautiful. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. Like, if they were beautiful, we wouldn't mind them. But now we were like, oh, that's not beautiful, that's disgusting, just because we don't find them attractive. All right. I have a bit too much wrap at the end there. There we go, there we go, there we go, and up here. So I'm gonna be able to cut it right there. Knife. We're gonna keep no loose on that one. I'm gonna even go a little bit less than that because I want to be able to tape it. That one, I want to make sure we're gonna be able to put a bit of tape in place just so it won't unwrap itself. That was dangerous. I could have cut wires with that. Let's be careful. There you go. There, there. And then I'm gonna grab the tape. Ugh. We're almost done with the electrical tape we ordered. Gonna have to order another one of these goods since it has proved to be a really nice thing. We're gonna probably buy one or two, even though it's $30 a roll. Oh my god, it don't stick itself. There you go. So we're gonna lock our wires in here all together like a champ. There you go. Then use the knife to cut a proper cut in there. Be sure we're not damaging the tape too much. Like that. So that it will stay all together for a very long time. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other end. That was a flow. That was a flow in the chat. Bloodstone trying to wake me up. Make sure I'm not sleeping at the bottom there. Like, look at this. You were saying we're not talking, we are making progression today, right? Look at this. This is so good. So there's just a bit of wire in here that's gonna be it in.
No man, I was saying you are in flow. Yeah, I know, but I mean, just because there's FLO, it's doing the scat scream. I haven't used that in a while. Hey, tomorrow I'm gonna have two. Right, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Still of a mess in there. Here, there's gonna be a chunk of wire that won't have other choice but to stay there. Because then we are moving on that here. These wires, we are not able to connect them so far. So we have the water temp for the dashboard. We have the tachometer signal, and then we have an unknown wire in here. So these three, we're not going to touch them so far. We're just going to hide them. We have to remember their existence though. So if I'm hiding them there, that shouldn't be too bad. And then this one here, I just need to know where it's gonna be hidden in here. Like I have that unit right there. I think, oh, maybe it's going at the bottom of it. Good question. This one right here, it's connecting to a few things. Yeah, those plastic things, I kind of want to remove them, but then I have so many bad things in here. I'm not even sure what to look at. There, this is the radio connector. We're gonna be removing that. We're gonna be replacing the radio for sure. So I'm not really sure. Oh, these are the speakers, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, makes sense. But this one and the black one there, they can already go in place. These ones, I don't know what they are for, so we're gonna wait for them. This one and this one, so first one is that, second one is that, and third one with 4 is that one. Click, 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 boom. That's gonna probably go somewhere like this. Yeah, that's probably a speaker that's inside the panel here. I'm not sure. I'm not really sure, in fact. There we go, there we go. And then we're gonna have the big ass wiring loom coming in here. And the big one, the big fatty spaghetti at the back there, it's not going to be something we're gonna be able to do by ourselves. So yeah. Is this one going down here? Yeah, so that one, we're not sure what it's doing. It's going to a connector in here. So if we find that connector, and we might know what it is doing. The more you know. So yeah, there's gonna still be a spaghetti in there, but it's part of the game. Gonna have to make sure this is moving pretty well through here. We have one wire in here that is pretty tight, and I don't like that because that one's gonna get cut for sure at some point. Like right in the footwell here. I'm gonna sit on the hoist. Yeah, basically right here. We're having one little wire that is super duper tight. So I'm gonna try to trace it back and see if I can pull some loose from him. Is it going at the back or is it turning in here? Is that you? Oh, you are a connection in there, right? Of course you are.
then I won't have the choice to leave it like this. Except if it's going in there, this is, oh yeah, this is the one going for the fuse box. Well, well, well. You won't be able to do a lot of things with that one, because we are supposed to put that as far as possible, if I remember correctly. This is supposed to go really at the back there. But with that one fucker is going to not help us at all. We might be cutting and extending it, to be fair. There's already a crimp in there. I think that's what we're going to do right now, because we don't give a fuck. Yeah, we just need a blue with red strip wire, and I think we have some of it in here that's a bit too big. But as soon as I get one, that one is a bit bigger, but that will do. We're gonna use some crimp. I have tapes under my shoe. I think I'm just about to miss my girlfriend leaving for going horse riding. So that means it's probably 5, yeah. Is she leaving? Yep, I think she is. Well, rip. I love you, girlfriend. I want you to know that, even if you can't hear me. Well, the girlfriend is leaving me. Goodbye. Whoops, I did something. No? Am I okay? I thought I just messed with the stream. No, it seems okay. All right, so right now, just because if I'm not doing that, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to wrap that up, I'm gonna be expanding. It is okay, mate. Okay, sounds good. Because I hit something on the keyboard, I think, so I was like, shit. But yeah, we're gonna be extending the wiring loom just a tiny bit on there, maybe like 10 inches, something like that. Just because we want it to work well. I think this is going to be big enough as it crimps. Then we're gonna grab the crimping pliers, and we should have everything else in there. So we're just gonna go with that. Oh, we're gonna need that too. All right, and why not those at the same time? Let's go on a mission to fix that. So basically, I picked a wire inside the bucket of what we removed so far in the car, and since this is a blue with red strip, I picked the same kind of wire. I just pick a little bit bigger one, like this one's a little bit bigger, just so we have quite a bit of loose to like for voltage, well, amperage and stuff like that. So yeah, should work. It's gonna be easier to crimp on those, so let's do that. Let's do this. Well, inner wire is almost the same thing. The gauge is really similar. So we're gonna use shrink tube, of course. So I'm gonna put one on there. And technically that was useless because we have another end we could have put that, but it's okay. Better be safe than sorry. So that, and with that, we're gonna use these kind of little crimp, metal crimp. First time I'm using this kit. I hope they're gonna be good if I'm not dropping them on the floor. Hey, it didn't touch the floor, it stayed in my pants. Wait, what? Because yeah, basically these ones are they're gonna be hard to put in place, I think, but once they're gonna be there, it's gonna be quite good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to close that a little bit first. works like that. Then slip that inside there. If this is the good size. Not sure. Feel like that should fit. So basically I'm gonna try to start it in the pliers. Just make sure everything's gonna fit just well. There you go. So as you can see, it is now in place. So now if I'm putting one side of the wire in there and another side, so just making them fit in there, both of them like that. Well, easy to say, harder to do. And that jazz. All right, there you go. Now if I'm just pressing that, should be connecting both of those. There you go. And now I have a good crimp with the wires not able to move at all, which is cool. So with that, I'm just going to make sure it's tough enough, so I'm gonna just finish that with another part of the plier. There we go. Yeah. Oh no, I kind of destroyed it, in fact. Yeah, I don't like what it did. I'm gonna try, yeah, I'm gonna force on that. So don't do that if you think your crimp is good. Just keep it the way it is. That's what I just learned. There we go. Gonna restart. Need to learn, eh? There we go. So basically, I'm gonna be missing one crimp because I didn't bring more than one. Like, did you miss again? Too confident. Had to happen, right? There. Then I'm gonna do the exact same thing, and it was looking quite good, to be fair. So we're not going to touch it again once it's in there. The hardest part is just to start it in the plier. I guess maybe I'm not doing that right, but it feels like that's the easiest way to merge the wires together. I can go like that, then use that one, go like this, with that. There you go. That's good. That's really good. So basically now I have one connection done, so I'm gonna be able to put the shrink tube on top there, and then I can go ahead and wrap this up to where I want that to meet. So it's gonna mean somewhere around here. Yeah, basically a 6 to 8 inches extension. I'm gonna put a little bit more than less, just because, you know, we want to make sure we're not cutting it in a place where we're having even more trouble after that, or still have the same problem. So here, let's grab that, boom. Let's grab this, boom. Let's grab another shrink, well, not a shrink, but let's grab another crimp, because we just throw one in the garbage. Pump, 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 pump. But yeah, the size is good. These ones are working really well. So let's reuse that one. There. I'm just bringing one. I'm trusting myself now. So there we go, moving on. Honestly, normally the stream will have ended, but I want that one to be wrapped. It's gonna look so much better. So I'm not stopping until this is done. There we go. That now I need to make sure I'm putting the shrink tube on top there, so I have two of them in place, so the connection's gonna be hidden. And with that said, am I really sure I did the right thing? Yeah, it looks pretty good. Whew, that wasn't good. That sounded nasty. There you go. Time to crimp. There we go. So another good crimp, really tight. So now we can just heat that on top there, and I remove the heat gun, right? Where is it now? Is it on the ground over there? Is it on your side, mister? Oh yeah, I think it's right behind there. Oh, let me grab it. Yep, it is. Yeah, if I can reach it. Noisy, but I did. It worked. So, fuck my life. All right, gonna grab the extension, the cord from the other side, bring it back here. Of course it had to happen, right? Of course. Honestly, how good this is going to be. All right. Now we can really shrink that. There you go, that's one. And second one in here. There you go. Extension done, and this way, this is going to wrap on top here really well. Yeah, boy. Now with that said, let me grab that and let's start wrapping that up from here. I'm gonna tape that first though, because it seems a bit loose up there. We're gonna try to tie the wiring loom all together a little bit more, just so we're not looking for problems for later on. Like it's crazy. Doing a wiring loom is like going on the perfect edge. Hey, bonsoir, Ben. So yeah, basically it's going on the edge between putting everything too tight, but having everything tight enough so it's holding together. Comment vas-tu ce soir? Tu as hâte là, s'en vient? Dimanche prochain, ton samedi, dimanche, le prochain événement, c'est dimanche. Premier événement de slalom incoming. Samedi, c'est ça, ok. Hey, quand même, on est en train de refermer, là, j'ai pas mal tout fini le wiring, il me manque un ou deux petits trucs à faire, mais globalement, tout le wiring en dessous du hood est fait, tout ça. Fait que oui, ça a quand même très bien avancé. J'essaie de m'encourager en fermant des parties du projet comme ça. On voit de la vraie progression. C'est important de rester motivé. There. Then everything's going around here and moving up here. That side there, and that corner is gonna be super hard to put in place, so we're gonna tie that up against the wall there and tape that. Mais l'événement, t'es sûr que l'événement du CADL est le 6 et non pas le 7? Dans ma tête, c'est le 7. Parce que moi, mon mariage que j'ai, c'est le 7. Puis genre, c'était, me semble, la même date. Je me suis... On fait un char. C'est le samedi, OK. Le 7, c'est le samedi. OK, bon, ben, si c'est samedi, mon mariage, je pensais que c'était dimanche, mais c'est samedi, finalement. GG. Tu vois à quel point j'ai suivi le calendrier. All right, let's go. This is going right there. It's gonna close. Then there's gonna be like all the floor mat on there. So yeah, let's go. So we can start at the top here. Bring that at the bottom. C'est ça que ça fait être sur un long projet. C'est quoi ton premier char au juste que t'as pogné? Tu dis que t'as pogné un char qui est ton premier char plus un project car? Une voie dangereuse, ça. Avoir un project car comme premier char, à moins qu'il fonctionne déjà bien et que c'est de l'amélioration que tu veux faire, c'est une voie dangereuse. Je te dis tout de suite. Mais au moins, ton père est de bons conseils pour t'aider là-dedans. Fait que c'est quand même chill. J'y fais confiance s'il t'a donné sa bénédiction. All right. Oh my God. It's so easy to make a wiring loom look good in a few steps. Just hide it. All right, here we won't have the choice to cut because basically we have two different directions leaving the loom, one going inside here and one going to the seats and the middle, the center console, so yeah. Mini Cooper 2012 avec un gasket de tête à changer. Oh damn, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Je te souhaite pas avoir de troubles électroniques avec. C'était leur gros défaut. Mais si l'électronique tient le coup pour de vrai, c'est des chars vraiment le fun à conduire. Tu vas avoir du fun avec. All right, let's go. Boom. How good is that? We're gonna have to place it with the floor mat in place, but so far this is going to be perfect. Let's cut it up here so we're able to tape it. I got it so hard to cut it properly. Moi, je pense avoir fini quand? OK. L'objectif ultime en ce moment, c'est de partir le nouveau moteur avant Noël. Mais ça va aller au début de l'été prochain, avant que j'aie fini. Pour être franc, là, mon but, c'est qu'il soit fini pour le 31 juillet prochain. Mais ça, c'est le goal ultime, aller faire un road trip avec pour le 31 juillet prochain. Mais ultimement, si tout va bien, on starte le moteur avant Noël. Puis, à partir de là, on redémange tout, on fait l'esthétique finale de tout, on envoie des pièces au powder coat, tout ça. Puis, un coup que ça revient, on l'assemble une bonne fois pour toutes, finale. Puis ensuite, ça va être upgrade de suspension, upgrade de brake qui vont suivre. Ah, cool. Bon, ben tant mieux si est expert. Ah, j'avais pas manqué la girlfriend. The girlfriend is leaving now. Well, if I was done, I would have been able to, but I'm almost done. We're there, like, I mean, that's the part I wanted to finish, so wait for me. She's not going to. Nope, she just started the car. She don't want to talk to me. There we go. Ah, c'est parfait ça. Quand tu as quelqu'un dans la famille qui est expert, au moins ça te sécurise énormément. Fait que good job, bon choix dans ce cas. T'as ma bénédiction. There and then wrap it up there. Just so it won't slip. Try to put a little bit more tape than usual in there, just because I saw how it did something funky. There we go. Yo, look at this, guys. We are gaining our space back in there. Holy crap, now that makes more sense. All right, don't look in here. Like, don't look there, that's not done. But if you're moving with me, if I have enough extension, yes I do. Look at this. Passenger side footwell is getting pretty much there. That's so good. Let's just do that. Yo, the spaghetti monster is almost gone. I say almost because we still see at the top there's something there, but that part here is so many wiring loom merging together that there's no way you can like wrap that together except if you're removing it entirely from the car, and that is not happening, that's for sure. So that thing is gonna stay in there, but basically we're pretty much there. So we can see right above here the new fuse box, the little gray transparent plastic thing. So we're having the new loom here with all the
all the new fuse box in place. Then right above that, the brown, blue, green and white connectors. These are the connectors for the dashboard, back in place too, which means that the next step we're gonna put the heater core back in place. Well, it's not the core itself, but it's part of it. I think it's just the turbine pushing the air inside the habitat, like in the interior. And basically, yeah, that's gonna be something for tomorrow, I guess. Oui, 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 je l'ai vu, puis je l'ai vu live. Mais c'est vraiment pas si mal. Il a roulé en fin de semaine, fait que c'est vraiment chill. Ben, chill. C'est plate, mais ça fait partie de la game. So, yeah, so basically, wiring loom is almost done. That's pretty awesome. Ben, si tu veux voir, if some people in here haven't seen what we did before, let me show you. I'm gonna go from the other side. Front cam. Front cam. There you go. I didn't wait. Just gonna release the door. Then I'm gonna bring the cam. So bear with me for that thing here. Ugh, that's not good. So basically what we have done so far with the loom inside here, it's looking pretty neat, but yeah, look at this. Dual side. There you go. So basically the wiring loom, for anyone who missed that, is looking like this now inside the engine bay. So we are pretty much done with that. We have 2 wires left in here for the bulkhead terminal that's gonna come through here normally, maybe more on the side, I don't know, it will depend on how everything's fitting in there. And then we just have 1 small wire, 1 bigger loom here, then extension here for all the lights on that corner, and everything's going through the bottom there. So now this is all the wires wrapped in place, and it's looking so good. So once the engine's gonna be in place, this is not going to show up too much. Also, this is all going to be glossy black, which means this is going to be almost invisible at the bottom there. And also with the big turbo on this side here, there's gonna be the exhaust system going at the top there, then going down at the bottom there. So that means everything's gonna be pretty much hidden in there, and it's gonna look neat and clean. So yeah, that's pretty much it, I think. Front cam. Oh no, you are in ad breaks, guys. I'm gonna wait. I feel like it's rude to leave it there. Well, I know some people are they are in ad break. But yeah, so basically it's going pretty well, honestly. I feel like are we going to? I think we might be okay with the wiring sleeves we have left so far, so we might be okay with that one. We're gonna have to take a look. There's a bit of wiring to do at the back that we haven't touched yet. It's nothing crazy, to be fair, so it should be pretty easy to do. Then after, like, the craziest one, the one we're gonna do tomorrow, is the one right under the passenger seat. So we're gonna make everything super neat in there. We're gonna make sure, like, there's no chance of crushing those things with the seat, with everything. We're gonna make sure everything is super secured. And then yeah, once this is done, like, tomorrow should be one of the last day working on the wiring for the accessories for the body. And then after that, well, it's gonna be weekend because it's already Thursday tomorrow. But after that, we should be going onto the power steering system next week, which is pretty much sorted out. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of what I'm gonna do with that, so we just have to make it happen, which is easy. No, it's gonna be hard to make sure everything is working together, everything's working fine. But yeah, so next week it's gonna be a steering rack and steering column and one modification on the steering rack, and then we're gonna be able to go ahead and once this is done, it's brake lines, then it's gonna be the engine. So I'm feeling like in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks everything should be done and we're gonna be at the engine reassembly, so that will be awesome. I still need to order a few things for that. I need to order my transmission once and for all, because once the engine is done, we're putting that in place and we are putting the transmission so we know which shifter we can order, and then we're also going to to take the measurement for the drive shaft, and I think we can start the engine without that. So yeah, in the next 2 weeks I need to order the transmission, and I need to order also the new ECU for it, and a lot of the boxes over there like on the table are gonna go missing, because once the engine is reassembled, basically all those boxes are gonna be gone. So that's awesome, because I'm gonna get a bit more free space in here. So yeah, that's gonna be insanely cool. So guys, that's gonna be it for me tonight. That was an awesome stream. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you again for just being here, chatting, enjoying the content. It's really appreciated. And yeah, we're gonna keep going tomorrow morning, 9:30 as always, and Thursday, last day of the week for me. And yeah, so we're gonna be working on that, finishing the wiring loom. So the goal of the week is gonna be done. So on this, guys, I say see you tomorrow. Bye.